Welcome, beautiful souls. Today, I want to talk about getting out of that push and pull energy, out of that really toxic energy, and just, getting into the real depths of this amazing soul journey. So, welcome. I'm Kathleen from Awakening Meraki. Now, if you were in that push pull frequency, if you were in that toxic energy where you're in and out with the masculine and it's uncomfortable and it's quite tumultuous, if you're in any of that kind of energy, the best thing for both physical bodies is to disengage in the 3D. It really is. And I know that, there's a lot of fear, particularly for the feminine. Oh, actually, you know what? It's actually fear is attached to both bodies because you both feel the connection so deeply. But being in that push and pull dynamic is very, very uncomfortable. Now, how are we in that dynamic? Because even if you're not seeing them in the physical, you could still very much be in that toxic energy. So, that toxic energy can look like constantly stalking them, looking them up. Where are they? What are they up to? YouTube, tarot, psychic, all of that. Even if you are not seeing them or speaking or in any kind of contact in the physical, if you are still doing all of that, then you are still keeping yourself in that push and pull energy, that chasing energy. Essentially, you're running away from yourself because the self is the soul, and this is a soul connection. It's a journey of soul. It's not a journey of what's playing out in the physical world. It's not a journey of trying to manipulate or figure out this journey from the mind. It will keep you stuck. It will keep you trapped. Now, I know it's often talked about detoxing, and so I want to talk about this as well. Detoxing has its place, absolutely, for sure, to bring this energy down. However, there's two parts to this. You can do that, but if you don't learn to work with the energy and learn how to alchemize and transmute that energy, you will be forever detoxing. It's really important to resonate that this journey is about your soul. So let's talk about the soul. Your soul wants to be free. Your soul no longer wants to keep coming back here and playing out these same karmic cycles and patterns. Your soul it's almost like, I say this often in my community group, it's like a hot air balloon that's, held down by all these ropes. And every rope is an energetic pattern, a needy pattern that's been playing out in your life. And it's like the soul just wants, the balloon wants to just go up in the air, right? But it's held down by these ropes, and those ropes is the fear. It's the I'm not good enough. It's the lack. It's the self-worth. It's afraid of really just being on your own in the physical. Like it's all of those things. And so I just want to get clear on one thing. You are not detaching from your twin flame. You are not getting over your twin flame. I don't know how many times I hear that, and it just honestly does my head in. How the hell do you get over and detach from yourself is beyond me. What you are detaching from, what you are getting over and trying to work through is the ropes of energy, okay? It's the underlying energy. It's not the actual body, and it's not you can't just let them go. I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but I do know for me personally, the energy is so powerful and so intense that it's impossible. It's my freaking soul. I can't get over my soul. However, what you can do is learn to chop the ropes, right? To let it float up. I know it needs fire, just humor me. But you need to let this hot air balloon go up. The fire is going to be the fire in your belly, actually, when you really ascend, when you really transcend beyond all that fear, and you're going to fly, like you really, really will. This is about your soul. It's about the evolution of your soul. It's about clearing out all of those cycles, all of those tangled ropes of fear and generational trauma. It's about all that suppression that we've had on this planet, and that goes for however you identify in the physical. It's about really looking at your lineage and we're here shifting all of that stuff out of our energy field so the soul can be free. And twins at the moment have to do this work in the physical separately. Otherwise, you will torture the living shit out of each other, and it's not pleasant, it's not comfortable. Now, I want to get clear on one thing. Every journey is unique and individual, and you can't compare. Your low self-worth will compare, okay? And that's something you want to balance out. It's all those things that you want to balance out. Your soul is beautiful and unique, and it's traversed its own lifetimes. It's got its own experiences. Mine's different, right? So what I've had to clear is very different to somebody else. And so you just can't compare on this journey. They are so unique because it's not about our ego, okay? It's about your soul. Your soul has rattled you to wake you up. And that's why this other incarnation's here, to show you the parts of yourself that you've suppressed, that you've shut down, that you've closed off, that you've disconnected, where you've not allowed you to fully embody and shine and be the God, goddess that you are. And it is all about working with the energy. So if you're still really in that toxic energy and you're really focused on the physical, you do have to shift your perspective and come through the lens of the soul, not through the lens of your ego structure. If you're still blaming the masculine, if you're still in some energy or story about what played out between you, you just got to let it all go and come to peace. Make peace with it. You see, your true masculine is with you all the time. This is the awakening of your masculine and feminine. It is a beautiful journey of your soul. And it's about the soul clearing all of this stuff out and then ascending. And you just, it just transforms your whole life when you go all in. Your masculine is with you 24/7. You are one being. So when you're in that fear or you feel that longing and that pulling, come back in here, breathe into your heart chakra. This is where your masculine is. They are not out there. These two bodies are just illusions, essentially. There is one beautiful being. And when you feel and work with the energy, you will resonate. You will get this journey. Now, I'm not saying that you will get it straight away, but the more you tune in, the more you tune into your soul frequency, the more you go inwards and learn what you need to transmute, the easier this journey will become. But the more you cling on to fear, the more you keep looking in the external, where are they, where are they, where are they, you're saying, I am separate from my masculine, from my counterpart, and you are not. When you go inwards and you tune in and you learn to connect with your two energies, and the dance of those energies, and feel those energies dancing around you, like it's just incredible. And I know when I was very first awakened, I started feeling some energy, but these days, like, the energy is just around my whole body. Like, my soul is free, it's happy, it's joyful, it's peaceful, it's abundant. It's like, yay, now let's really show you the power of your beautiful soul. Let's create a completely different soul-aligned lifestyle. I don't know what that shit show was prior, but it was not a soul-aligned lifestyle. And many of you will be the same. This is the gift that you've been given. This is the moment in your life. And yes, you've got to do a little bit of, not even a little bit, but you've got to do some soul work. You've got to learn about energy. You've got to get this mind under control. The mind is making up nonsense. And it feels incredibly real, I know that, but it's simply not true. You are a soul. You have a body and you have a mind, but you are a soul. You're not here to get over your twin flame. You're here to get to connect in and get to know your twin flame at the level of the soul. That's the difference, okay? You're not here to get over them. You're here to connect in, to get to know the soul, get to know your twin flame inside of you. Get to know your twin flame at a very deep energetic level. And the more you come in and you balance your energy, which means you're not in that push and pull, the more you will feel the twin inside of you, and you will get it. You will resonate. It's all in here. There's no looking for them in the 3D. They're in here. And yes, the 3D will show up at some point and it will reflect, but you need to be in really balanced energy. So if I just circle back before I wrap this up around that detoxing, you can detox, right? You can do whatever detox you want, but if you don't learn to do the energy work through that detox process, you will go back into that cycle again. So the key is to learn about energy. The key is to learn that you're an energetic being, to learn how energy moves in cycles and how to let it shift through your body without you believing it. The soul has woken you up. The soul has shaken you up, literally. You know, that energy gets heightened, that anxiety gets heightened, so you can see it, so you can deal with it. And so you can come into this amazing space energetically where everything just is completely different. The whole picture, the whole 3D is different. It is a process, but the more you go inwards, the more you choose you, the more you choose, I really want to go all in, and I want to learn about energy, and because you've been awakened and your soul doesn't want to come back here. I can tell you, I'm like, we are not coming back. Okay, the soul, I refer to we, but we're not really. It's not coming back. Not if I have anything to say about it, because I'm done. The soul wants to be free. It wants out. It's done with coming here, and I don't know whether it comes back or not, to be fair, but you know, just humor me. It's like, I'm done. I don't want all this shit playing out in my family anymore. I don't want all the suppression playing out in my family anymore. So if I have it within me to create some generational change, absolutely, I'm going to lean right in. So take that brave step. Okay, you are not getting rid of your twin flame. You can't. Okay, you're getting to connect with them inside of you, in the soul. That's where you need to connect. And it's beautiful when you connect them, because you will hear the whispers of your soul. You will hear probably the telepathy going on. Your feminine will awaken, your masculine will awaken within all of you. It's incredible, this journey. It really, really is. Anyway, just wanted to touch on that today, that this is about the soul's evolution and expansion, not your ego structure. And it's the ego structure that keeps us really stuck. And it's that fear. And that fear is just all that anxiety and that energy. And so the more you can learn about how to stop the push, because when there's no push, there's no pull. When you learn to stop the push, the pull disappears. You're a magnetic force. Anyway, that is all I've got to say today. If you need some help and support, I've got all those beautiful resources there to help you. I'm very big on helping people really come into the stunning, aligned lifestyle. It is a far more healthier way to live. And although we've got to go through this process, you wouldn't change it. You really wouldn't, because you learn so much magic about yourself. And yeah, you're the hot air balloon, like you're just free. I did a hot air balloon trip over Cappadocia in Turkey last year, and it was my first ever hot air balloon trip, and I loved it. It was amazing, like next level amazing. And it's incredible. I actually did a second one in Egypt over the Valley of the Kings, and probably won't talk about that experience quite so much. I was very sick, but we landed in someone's crop field. It was very interesting. Anyway, but always here to add a little bit of my life in there. But yes, I was a very sick girl in Egypt when I went. But we landed in someone's crop. And it was a little chaotic, but Turkey was amazing. I'm not saying don't go and do a hot air balloon in Egypt, but definitely if you are in places like Turkey and Cappadocia, it's like phenomenal. So, just sit with that one. I'm a bit of a thrill seeker, so I love all that stuff. So you just imagine it, right? The hot air balloon, like when I did that trip, now I'm sounding like a tourist guide, but anyway, there was about 160 balloons up in the air at the same time. Like, it was just amazing. But you're just floating. You're just floating. And I will share this. I've actually done a parachute jump. It was a long time ago. And you do that free fall, and that's what this bloody journey's like. It's like a full-on bloody free fall until the chute goes up. And then you see things, and it's just beautiful, and it's peaceful, and it's calm, and you're centered. Don't ask me why I'm sharing my stories today, but anyway, that is what we're doing here. We're free falling until we've got that chute, and we have to pull the string, okay? We have to pull it. Your masculine's not coming in to save you. That's not their role. In fact, they are saving you by pushing you to become the highest version of yourself. That is their role. And they may not, you may not be, that may not be happening from them in the physical, but just the mere distance is teaching you that. But at an energetic level, they are there. Anyway, sending so much love.